Hello, Odd Job Viewer here, and today we got a little sink issue here, and as you can see there's a little bit of a leak going on here. Probably can't see the leak, but if you have already tightened all your pipes and checked all your glued fittings here under the sink, the culprit might actually be up here higher. That collar, which comes in here, you have this flanged part. Well, to test this out, basically you get yourself the stopper in there, put it down so it holds water, fill it up with water, and see if it leaks. And sometimes you can even see if it, which areas is leaking from underneath the sink, which would be back down up in here. So what we're going to do today is go ahead and loosen up this top flange part up here and bring this up and out. And we'll clean it and put it back together and make it hopefully leak tight. So stay tuned. Alright, so step one there, you can see we took off this retaining ring here, which is all kind of wet. It has a rubber gasket right about there. And removed it from up there. So right now it's pretty gross. You can see stuff kind of leaking down here. We had some silicone, it looks like here. Someone put some silicone at one time. And don't worry, it's not a booger, it's just some silicone. And so what we'll do now is we'll get the wrench out and we'll take this part here off, loosen that, and this we'll be able to pull out from the top. Alright, so we take this metal ring here off from there. And now that should be able to lift up. Let's see if we can get up off the floor. Alright, so we're up here now. This here's just going to come right out. And so this right here I'll clean up with some paper towel. Not that one. Not paper towel. I'm just going to wipe this stuff down and be back. Alright, so nice and clean now. See, we got this here clean. This here is going to go back down like that. And then underneath this part here, we have this gasket that I pulled out. That would go up on the upper side of the sink here from underneath. And then below that will be this ring here, which I also cleaned up because you used to have a lot more grime in those threads. So these things leak. Particles or whatever will go down there and you can get the threads all grimed up. So you want to make sure you clean them out before you try to reassemble it. And last but not least, we have this little rubber ring here which goes on the top of that black thing there. It goes like that. Boop, just like that. There we go. That's on there. Anyways, to start with, we're going to do something with this here to seal it up. And what they had before was some, looks like some silicone caulking. We're not going to do that this time. This time, we're going to do something called the plumber's putty. It comes in a thing like this, and it opens up like so. Opens up like so. And you got that. Look at that, brand new. So what you want to do with this here is you get your hand on it, and I'm going to try to get some of this out of there. I don't need that much. Look at that. It's almost like, like a, putty of some sort. So you got like this right here. Just kind of work it. Give it some squeezing action like that. Works your forearms. Works those hand muscles. And then you get it like this. You want to do it like a snake. Yeah. And then you want to use probably just that much for this thing here. Fold over. Bring some life back into it. This has been in my bag of tricks for a while now, and so it's not really dried out as much as other places have, but I think it's a little dry. So like this here, flip around this way. Make a real nice long snake here. You don't want this here, you don't want splits in the middle, so I'm going to fold over again. Just keep working that. And this here feels right, I think. So, you get like so. You get your thing here, and you can kind of, you know, judge it up, see if you got it right. I'm going to take a little more off the end. Let's see here. Working it, try to get the same diameter all the way up down the snake, and then finally you take it and you wrap it around this base like so. And you go, okay, I can do a little bit more on it. You want to have the ends touching, but you don't need too much on this thing. I mean, they'll squeeze out in the end, but alright. Wrap it around and give a little stretch there. Okay, so then you got like this here, so go ahead and try to pack it in the threads, but try to pack it on this part down here. So kind of get a little squeeze down there, work its way around. And it's kind of expanding, so it's going to end up bridging the gap here. Alright. So you basically got it so it looks like that. And try to keep it kind of even. And this will go back in here. And once again, try to get this right in the middle there. And give it a little push down. Alright, so that's for that part there. Then, you know, wipe off your greasy hands. And next we'll take the ring here and this part here and go back down under here. Okay. Now then, under here, I think you all see how it's going to go. Take the rubberized ring, just kind of slip it in here. It's going to go up top, and we'll take the other ring and maybe I'll actually slip down first. Right, like that. We didn't ruin anything up top, so don't worry about it. And this right here, like that. And then we'll kind of do something like this here. And magically, it goes together. Like so. Okay, so make sure we get to the center again. Keep in mind this right here, you want to keep this kind of, you know, so it can be connected back together again. Alright, and we get it a little bit snug there. And a few extra turns. There, now it's snug, it's turning good. Oops. And we'll bring it down like this, and check the top side again. Top side, it's a little bit cattywampus. Bring it back to alignment. Oh, there we go. All right, now then, the important part. Get this centered up, and we'll tighten the bottom. All right, so get that tightening. You should know there's some of this here coming out. That's fine. That's that means you've done it right. You just get a scraper or something. Just get in that groove there and clean it out. Right, you don't want to fall in your sink necessarily, but get out of there. Alright, so I might tighten that a little bit more, and we should be done with that. Alright, now with that there tightened, we take this here ring, slip it back in between these two pieces, like so, and get this nasty fellow up here to tighten this back together. There we go. I'm going to do a little hand tighten, wipe off some of this water dripping out of it. And you know what, that's probably good enough, but I will do a little turn with little blue T-Rex, just to make sure. Not enough to crack it, hopefully, but enough to make sure it's snug and tight. Get your T-Rex adjusted right. Alright. Yeah, that's tight, right? That's trying the whole thing. Right. Now then, if everything's tight, we'll take all this extra liquid out of here. Alright. Now it's time to test it out. Back up top we go. There, you can see where that stuff came out. So, putty knife. Just kind of get this scraping. Like so. Alright, and paper towel to clean this all out. Okay, then we got our, oh, not on the sink. There, got that out. And we got our bucket down below to catch any water, so we'll turn that on right now. And see what happens down below. Anything? Huh? Alright, anything up in there? Okay, so that's one way. Then we're going to test it with the stopper here. Wash your grimy hands while you're at it. And you have to actually fill the sink up, just enough to cover up that ring. No bubbles, so it's not massively leaking. Give it some time. Our hand off, and we're taking a look back down below. Let's see, anything up here? Nope. Alright, so that there covers it then. If you have a leak, you can't find it in the sink, like I said, it could be this flange up here. And this is the Odd Job Deer. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And thanks for watching.